Bell, you want to get a puppy?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get you a puppy.
This is wow. Oh, this is a nice girl.
What'd I tell you? What'd I tell them? I said, you know what the bigwigs think about you goofy, right? They think you're incompetent and you can't have a conversation and you don't understand what this whole music business is about. I said what I said. I said, hey, look, I'm here to help fix everything. If you know I don't like some of y'all that don't have morals, you ain't getting in the circle. But the ones that do have morals but still make dumbass decisions, I'm willing to help you since I'm top dog, right? They're proving, they literally took the next day and they're already proven. They're just here to start bullshit. I say something that makes sense, that's going to be good for the fans and everybody, so they stop having to see everybody whine like a bunch of titty babies, and I give everybody the opportunity to join in on this, what we're going to do to fix all this, right? Okay. Well, then last night, because they needed some views, they get on there and they say something stupid. Oh, Ryan's trying to turn this around to save face. He's playing the Unity card. Do you think I have to save face? I don't have to do none of this. I can sit back and let you motherfuckers starve forever if I want to. But I'm not. And you're already on some bull because you're trying to say I'm trying to turn this back around and make it about Unity. Motherfucker. The fan base created you motherfuckers because I was doing y'all favors. Because why? Because I was trying to make this lane bigger for the fans to have a variety of people to choose from and listen to. So when they go to a show, it ain't 3 people. It could be 20. Oh, he's trying to save face and try to play the Unity card. The Unity card ain't no Unity card. Your boy is... my DNA is pretty much Unity, motherfucker. Y'all, they all have come to me and asked for a feature and help with their music, and I helped them. Guess how much I charged them? $0. So what the are you talking about? The only 2 who didn't ask me for a feature, right off the top of my dome, was Hozier and Trey. The mine and Hozier's album was an idea we both had. And we were like, yeah, that'd be cool. Let's show these people how 2 enemies can become buddies. And that was the biggest thing that happened that year. And Trey, I asked Trey to feature on my stuff. He didn't ask me, hey, will you do a feature? No, I said, hey, bro, you want to be on some of my tracks? He could have said no. Them was the only 2 off the top of my head that ain't asked me for nothing. Y'all other ones have. Me and Hozier making that album together and becoming buddies and riding around on motorcycles and just hanging out was probably the most like what the turnaround that happened that entire year. It was probably one of the biggest things that happened. And it's actually kind of crazy because in this whole entire lane of music, it don't matter what anybody says, me and Hozier are the 2 real deal roughnecks. Whether anybody wants to believe it or not, that's what it is. Look at how many people talk about Hozier, and Hozier's like, motherfucker, you can get knocked out. What's up? And they ain't want to do shit. Motherfuckers have told me, I'm going to smack you when I see you. And then I see him, I'm like, what are you going to do? Nothing happens. Us 2, we're the 2 that was like, hey man, let's just be cool with each other. We could have beat the out of each other and done a bunch of dumb shit. We didn't. The thing I love the most about the making that album, me, Hosier, Kalani, and Trey, was the talk that we had sitting in the HB room for, dude, hours. We talked about where everything up at, you know, what continues to up, and bro, I'm telling you right now, Hosier is really about the people that listen to his music. The talks we have behind doors about how he feels about our people, y'all wouldn't even believe it, bro. Dude really cares. He really does. And if you look into him and how he does and what he dude buys bicycles for kids at Christmas, all kind of shit, dude. He goes to Walmart, buys like every bike, then gives them away, all kind of stuff. He's a damn good dad, bro. When he come to make the album and spent the night, he brought his kid. His kid is yes ma'am, no ma'am to Beth, asking can he get a drink out of the fridge, like taking his shoes off before he walks in. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, dude, your kid's got hella manners. He's like, yeah, you better have hella manners. Hosier's also a legit producer. You can give him all the equipment to hook a whole studio up. He needs no help. He can hook it all up by himself. He can run the whole. He can produce a song. I mean, we need people like that is helpful to this, that can teach people shit. And while we're on the topic of artists that can do all this shit for themselves, give the flowers to Trey. Give him the flowers. He deserves them. He produces his own shit. He comes up with his own ideas. Hell, him and his girlfriend shoot the damn videos, man. And look, I seen Trey's video yesterday, and you know what? I'll throw it out there like this. They don't promote Trey because Trey didn't sign up with their group on some bull. He said, no, I want to do it myself. He didn't want no problems. He just was like, no, I'm good. Well, they all made phone calls and was like, hey, that dude over there doing all this by himself, this young man who is obviously excited about chasing his dream, don't promote that. Don't promote him because he's going to put us out of business. Y'all mother, you ain't got no damn business. Kind of funny how the only ones that are still sticking around and coming and hanging out with me and taking up for me in some cases are only the ones that can do shit for themselves. Ain't that some shit? Well, birds of a feather flock together. A couple of these people hit me up in my DM and was like, see right there. See, that's proof right there. That's all about money for you. No. You're trying to twist something. Was it all about money for me when I charge all you goofy $0 to start you a career that makes your life better? When all these fans gave you a life that is in luxury and you still complain? Let's talk about who it's really about money with. Because the last thing I remember was a bunch of motherfuckers coming to my house trying to write me a check to be on their team. Well, what does that mean? That means everybody else in that room that came there was probably wrote a check. And it's funny that y'all tried to sign these young ones coming up to get a piece of their check. So who the is about? Who really is about? Well, I need to make more money. All y'all bigger artists in this lane that have had records and got you a nice house and a nice neighborhood, drive a nice truck. You don't need no more money. You look, I just listed everything you got is all you need. What you need to do is not make more money. You need to make more of an impact. And we also need to give the flowers to the ones who've been in this game for a while, that are OGs of the game, and they've been sitting back and not jumping in none of this shit, like Young Gunner music. Yo, Gunner, you trying to go fishing, bro? Next time you're down this way?